keep doing daily videos on YouTube, I need to raise my Patreon and Subscribe Star income to a grand total of $200 a month. So if you're so inclined, help a chap out. Zang. Alright, I was in two minds as to whether to tackle this or not, because it seems so obvious to anyone with half a brain that 5G is not going to cause massive cancers or contribute to the spread or mutation of pathogens or anything like that. It's obvious. But apparently it's not obvious enough, because conspiracy theories are spreading around just like they did about mobile phones, just like they did about 2G, 3G, 4G, just like various things have been called the devil's mark that's supposed to presage the end of the world. At one point, barcodes were supposed to be the mark of the devil. At another point, credit cards were supposed to be. Now it's it's field effect chips. Things like that. It's all gibberish, and it's gibberish that just changes each time. So, okay, it's not 4G that's the end of the world, it's now 5G that's the end of the world, and after that it will be something else. But because of these conspiracy theories, which are also being worked into general conspiracy theories about coronavirus, some people have taken it upon themselves to vandalize, to attempt to destroy, burn down, and otherwise screw with mobile phone towers. And these are important pieces of infrastructure upon which things like emergency services depend, and upon which a lot of people's leisure depends. And given we're all stuck at home, knocking out mobile phone coverage over an area, bit of a dick move. Also massively affects people who rely on GPS, because they have to get their data side of the signal through mobile phone signals. So if you take that out, then Amazon dude isn't going to be able to deliver to the right person's door. So congratulations, you're just making things worse for everybody. Okay, let's start with the sanest of the conspiracy theories about 5G, the idea that it causes cancer. 5G, wireless signals, home wireless, telephone signals anyway, even microwaves, the radiation from power lines, and so on. Look, just because it's called radiation doesn't mean it's bad. Visible light is radiation. Okay? There are two types of radiation. There is ionizing radiation, and there is non-ionizing radiation. Now, ionizing radiation, ultraviolet's kind of in a middle ground there, but that's really where it starts, off that end of the visible spectrum. X-rays are a form of ionizing radiation. Gamma rays are a form of ionizing radiation. What ionizing means is that there is enough energy packed into the radiation to flick off an electron and cause an atom to take on a charge. And it's that strength, that power, and some of that effect that can cause mutations that can lead to cancer and so on. But even so, our bodies can take a certain amount of ionizing radiation anyway, which is why you don't have to be covered in lead when you get your teeth x-rayed, but the dentist and the dentist's assistants and so on, they leave the room, or should leave the room, because over a lifetime they're going to be taking lots and lots of x-rays, and so their dosage would go up. But it's perfectly safe to get small amounts of even ionizing radiation. But 5G, wireless, phone signals, all the rest of it, it's non-ionizing radiation. It does not have sufficient power, it does not have sufficient capability within it to knock out any electrons. Okay? You don't have to worry at all. There is no mechanism by which it could do that. Equally, there's no mechanism by which it could contribute to increased mutations in viruses or bacteria or anything else. So it can't contribute to the coronavirus that way. Some people seem to think that because we call computer viruses, it's something more than just an analogy to biological viruses, right? A computer virus spreads from machine to machine, exploiting vulnerabilities in those machines' programming and defenses, like a lack of a firewall or whatever else. And as an analogy to that, biological viruses spread from person to person, exploiting weaknesses in people's immune systems and so on. That's it. Otherwise, there is no comparison whatsoever between a biological virus and a computer virus, and there is no way that a 5G signal could program a virus or weaken your immune system or pass a virus to you. There is just absolutely zero capability for that to happen. It's just complete nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. 5G can't hurt you. It can only make your life better. So stop being dongs about it. A lot of this just gets woven into every other conspiracy theory you can think of. I'll probably be tackling some of those in the days to come, like Agenda 21 and ideas about depopulation. People are blaming Bill Gates somehow for coronavirus because he philanthropically backs mass vaccinations and so on. And of course these people are anti-vaccination. What is it? It's like one part of your brain breaks and you accept one nonsensical conspiracy theory, and then it invites all its mates in as well. You know, it starts out quite innocently with you saying, well, are vaccines entirely safe? And then before you know it, you're thinking that 9/11 was a holographic projection and the moon's made out of papier-mâché. Fuck knows. But 5G can't hurt you, so shut up and stop burning mobile phone masts down, you absolute planks. Zang.
Aren't you a little tired of so-called horror media about shiny, sparkly, angsty, whiny monsters? I know I am, and that's why I created Actual Fucking Monsters, where you will play an actual fucking monster doing horrible and monstrous things and being tracked down and killed for it. Buy now at DriveThruRPG, post-mort.com or lulu.com.